our students, the high achievers, the struggling, and the average through lecturing, we have a serious problem in our approach to education today. There is too much lecturing in the classroom, which is not engaging for our students. It is efficient and a one-shot deal. Furthermore, we send them home to apply their learning individually, which is also not engaging. Today, I want to introduce to you the flipped classroom model, which is a pedagogical approach to teaching. This model takes the classroom lecture in the form of a short video of 5 to 7 minutes, which is either created by the teacher or selected from an online professional source, and then posted online to be viewed by students at home before the class session. This is an extremely efficient way of delivering information to students because it can be viewed multiple times and affords students the opportunity to communicate with peers and teachers via online discussions. The role of the classroom and homework is reversed. The class time is shifted to where students can get clarification on the lecture content, test their skills in applying knowledge, and collaborate with each other in hands-on activities. During class, the teacher's role shifts from lecturer to facilitator of collaboration and cooperative contribution to the teaching process by getting students to apply, create, and publish exciting and engaging products of their learning. The theoretical framework of flipped classroom is using technology to provide opportunities for students to learn through collaborative activities, which positively influences the learning environment. How did this come about? Many factors contributed to the creation and adoption of this model. However, there are two specific innovators, Jonathan Bergman and Aaron Sams, chemistry teachers at Woodland Park High School, Colorado, who played a key role. They discovered software to record PowerPoint presentations, which they recorded and posted their live lectures online for students who had missed class. They began using online videos and videos podcasts to teach students outside class, reserving class time for collaborative work and concept mastery exercises. Today, many teachers have adopted the model and are using it to teach Spanish, science, math, elementary, middle, high school, and adults. It has shown to significantly increases students' performances. Stay tuned to hear more about this process.
The flipped classroom is a model that can be easily taken with a wrong perspective. Even though the idea is forthright, an effective flipped lesson requires careful preparation. Nonetheless, there are crucial concerns of teachers that are worth mentioning. One of the reasons much debate exists about flipped learning is because there is no true definition of what this new pedagogical concept is. The method is sometimes oversimplified to videos being watched at home and the homework being done at school. However, 5 major concerns about educators are believed to be downsides to implementing the flipped method to learning.
The first criticism: implementing the flipped method makes me as a teacher much less important. On the other hand, teachers become more important than ever since they will provide students with an array of rich resources and give them opportunities for them to think deeply and go prepared to class. The teacher also needs to be well knowledgeable to address some of the misconceptions students may bring with them.
2. Kids do not want to sit at home watching boring video lectures. At least in the classroom, they get some interaction with me, their peers. This is just a lot of excitement over bad pedagogy. 1-hour lectures should not be replaced by 1-hour videos, but rather by 10-minute segments while providing opportunities for children to interact with the information in these videos in a variety of ways.
3. Most of my students do not even have internet access at home. There is no way that they can watch all this video. Schools can, however, provide opportunities outside of the school day for students to access the library computers. It is suggested that a loaner program could be initiated whereby devices such as iPads and tablets can be checked out for an evening's use. Audio and video materials can be burned to DVDs so that they can be accessed on student homes' DVD players. The fourth criticism: where is the accountability? How do I even know if kids are watching the videos? Students should be expected to submit reflections, questions, and concerns before each class period. Teachers can also be posting thought-provoking questions that guide students as they explore the material at home. Another common criticism: as a teacher, I don't have the time nor the expertise to produce all of the videos required to teach like this. School leaders, however, can find teachers who have their highest abilities in combining subject knowledge they have with their ability to present this knowledge in the most creative and engaging ways. Collaboration teams among grade levels and subject matter can facilitate these videos while also fine-tuning the computer skills of their colleagues.
After extensive reading, reflection, and research, our group's position for this advocacy is that flipped learning will provide interactive and engaging instructional strategies that will equip students with the skills and knowledge to become productive and competent global citizens. This project will create a paradigm shift from the traditional model of teaching and help educators to better prepare for culturally responsive classrooms that foster social interaction through the adoption of flipped learning model, which will develop students holistically. Our group vision then is that within 2 years of utilizing the flipped classroom approach, middle school teachers would have acquired significant essential 21st century skills which are needed to develop higher order thinking skills and to increase their performance and achievement, particularly in math and science. This advocacy project will provide necessary information and data to improve instructional practices in the middle school and promote culturally responsive classrooms.
Our plan of action. In order to improve students' performances and achievement in math and science, beginning at the middle school level, we are proposing the following steps. First, through assemblies, PTA meetings, and board meetings, all stakeholders in education will be sensitized on the concept and benefit of the flipped learning model. Secondly, 2 coaches will be selected to provide support to teachers implementing the model, and training will be provided through professional development so that the concept will be effectively employed. Thirdly, we must ensure that students have access to materials necessary to participate in the flipped learning classroom. Next, the administrative team will monitor the implementation process of the model through an observation instrument such as a checklist. Finally, based on the data collected, specific recommendations will be made after the evaluation process. Thereafter, a modification plan will be designed, which will be implemented for the next school year.
With the flipped classroom being on the cutting edge of technology, there is much debate about its viability. Essentially, the question is, does it work? In short, yes, it does. In one school in Michigan, there was a 31% decrease in failures. Overall, in all pilot schools, they saw a 67% success rate on tests. Now, for the people who believe that the flipped classroom has negative effects, a lot of experts see it as not necessarily the failure of the program, but the failure of implicating the program. Let's look at the charts. This is a school over a year. First semester, second semester. 1 semester with the flipped classroom, 1 semester after the flipped classroom. Now let's look. 50% of the students in the school, of the freshmen in the school, failed English. 44% failed math, with a 736 discipline caseloads. Now let's look after they flip it. drastically decreases the amount of failures. 19% of freshmen failed English, 13% failed math, and a reduction of more than 50%, only 246 disciplinary cases. Obviously, looking at this data, this model works.
In conclusion, it is clear then that what flipped or inverted classrooms may really be flipping is not just the classroom, but the entire paradigm of teaching. Shifting away from a traditional model of teachers as imparters of knowledge toward a model of teachers as facilitators who carefully observe students, identify their learning needs, and guide them to higher levels of learning.